If you remember how I first ranted about Horrid Henry and the Jumper Jinx, you'll know just how much ragebait they crammed into that one episode. But today, we're dealing with something worse. Two words sum up this episode: cruelty and abuse. The episode in question: Horrid Henry and a Tickly Treats Thief. Now, a lot of people can agree with the fact Henry's mom, aka Fuming Francesca, is shown at her absolute worst in this episode. While she never goes as far as to physically hurt Henry, you still see just how cruel and ugly she can get. The episode starts with Henry wanting to turn on the computer. Reasonable enough. But Peter decides it's the perfect time to take a century-long quest to find a Belford cat. We don't even get 30 seconds into the episode when Henry gets told not to be horrid.
Don't be horrid, Henry.
Shut up! Henry loses it sometime after his cat refuses to let him onto the computer, and this results in an immediate send-off to his room.
Don't be horrid, Henry. Go to your room right now.
Fine, I will.
I honestly think this woman likes either using her authority any chance she has, or just likes bending any situation that gives her a pass to mentally rip apart her kid. Henry gets hungry in the middle of the night, and while this is common for some children, this rather gets disturbing real quickly when you realize his mom intentionally starves her child on a regular basis.
You can have tea in the morning. Now go!
I give up.
Henry finds a bag of tickly treats and eats a few. Henry's mom is somehow able to hear Henry from her bedroom and yells at him to get back into his bed, otherwise he'll lose his food privileges for the next week. Henry can't even wake up peacefully as his day has started off with Francesca screaming at her son to get downstairs. Peter doesn't make things any better, as he would much rather make Henry feel bad about himself than try to comfort him. Francesca unloads on her already broken, mentally scarred son for supposedly eating all her tickly treats. She threatens Henry with a punishment so twisted and evil that Henry does us all a favor by sparing our ears from even hearing the details.
And if I find you taking my tickly treats ever again...
Alright, I know. You don't have to tell me.
Dang, it's that bad? Henry goes full detective mode and instantly connects the dots to a mystery that could have been avoided if everyone just loved Henry like a normal child. Henry knows it's Fluffy. But naturally, instead of anyone actually listening to him, his mom seizes the chance to make him look even worse.
How dare you try to blame an innocent cat for something you did, Henry? You're even more horrid than I thought.
What a nice thing to say to your son who's already feeling insecure and unloved by his own family. Peter bursts into crocodile tears, which gets Henry sent to his room once again. Henry, however, hasn't given up and is determined to prove Fluffy as the culprit. Unfortunately, though, Henry ends up sleeping on the job and gets chewed out yet again by his mom. And I think anyone can agree here this is the worst scene in this entire episode.
Here in the middle of the night.
Go to your room, Henry, but right now, and stay there.
Ma'am, calm down. It's a bargain bin bag of candy, not evidence in a murder trial. And even when Henry's in his room, trying to stay positive, their cat continues to make things worse for Henry by constantly annoying him until he snaps. Henry looks about ready to collapse under the weight of his own depression when he finds the perfect chance to strike on his opportunity of innocence. However, he soon realizes the reality of the situation and knows no matter what he does, his mom will never believe him. Thankfully, Fang saves Henry big time with a picture to give to his mom. Massive W right there. Henry shows the picture to his mom the next morning, and for once, his name is finally cleared. Now that could somewhat be a good ending to some, but think about this. Henry got sent to his room 4 times for things that weren't even justified enough to be deserving of such punishment. His mom and brother were extremely cruel to him, and even when he was able to be cleared of one of the world's stupidest crimes, you never hear his mom apologize for the mental damage he gave her son. I also think this episode shows her off as some hypocrite as she sends Henry to his room for being angry, yet proceeds to scream her head off on him for the rest of the episode. Overall, this episode just sucks in general, and it is one of my top 5 most hated episodes of this show. But what do you guys think of this? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.